Why are you doing this stint?
Vegas!
How you doing in Vegas?
Vegas, a city I think you enjoy a time or two, right?
Yeah, I've been there a couple times.
Yeah, in fact, I think last time I talked with you was probably for CinemaCon a few years ago.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. I can't even remember what I was there for CinemaCon.
It was an animated movie with
Lego.
Yes, Lego Batman, I think.
Yeah, Lego. Yeah, whichever.
Lloyd?
That's right, your son, and it's Lloyd.
No. Lloyd. I named you.
First of all, congratulations. I kind of grew up on Hitchcock movies and those 90s like thrillers. So I kind of pride myself on knowing where things are going. And honestly, this series just kept me on my toes, captivated the entire time. I mean, congratulations, job well done.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
I mean, truly, this is a really special way to honor, your uncle's work and basically introduce it to a whole new generation.
Sure. Yeah, I mean, it's one of those happy accidents that every now and then the stars align and you get to work with a family member, which is, I think, a first for me, actually.
It was probably like extra excitement. Was also extra pressure as well, though?
It actually wasn't. It was kind of, you'd think so, but it was actually, the main benefit was in just sort of the creating of the character, just to be able to have the guy who created him, at least on paper, sort of at the end of my phone, and to be able to pick it up and just text him and call him whenever I wanted and ask him questions and sort of pick his brain about it without having to sort of have that normally, uncomfortable thing of like, oh my God, I have to call the writer. It was just like, hey, what's going on? Quick question, just very easy. And I think he's ecstatic that it was happening too. So he was pleased.
Well, he has to be, because honestly, a lot of people, some people in our generation are familiar with, the Harrison Ford movie in the 80s, but really, you only get 2 hours with a movie. With a series, you really get to delve deeper into the character and the story. And like you said, a lot of people will now discover his work that didn't even know about the film.
Yeah, I mean, it should hopefully be good for book sales, but doing it as a series, which is sort of, how we're updating it is, gives us a lot more real estate or a lot more runway to sort of update it and get into the characters. I think I loved the movie, when it came out. But if it had any flaw, it was that it wasn't perhaps long enough, because when you're trying to cram a book into an hour and 40 minutes, it's tough. But yeah, hopefully we'll have many, many hours to sort of go on a deep dive with these people.
By the way, I just talked to your TV kids, and they said that you were such a natural parent. Like they said, we see all of your pictures of your dog on Instagram, which by the way, I have to say, between Kate Beckinsale's postings about her cats and you with the dog, that kept us going during quarantine.
Oh, good. I'm glad. Kuma, she has no idea that happens to her. It's an inspiration to so many people, but she saved my neck. That's for sure.
We like the positive power of social media when it's used for good, right?
I know. Positive. Yeah, she's been great.
Let me ask you, in this time, and this is going to be a series that people can finally binge when it hits on April 30th. What is one thing that we'd be surprised to know you binged during lockdown?
I kind of, rode the same wave that everyone rode, Tiger King, any sort of true crime doc or things like that. That was kind of, interestingly, I didn't really want to watch scripted television. I was more into just sort of like whatever documentaries were coming down the pike is what I was into. And then I actually maybe one scripted show, but yeah, I was more, about 2 months in, I was starved for content. So I'm happy that we're going to be able to provide some more content for people.
Well, this is I think it's going to be a really unique series. I was just captivated. I stayed way too late watching way too many of these series, but I just think it's a really fun, it makes you think, but also gives you action, which I think is a great combination.
Fantastic. I'm glad you liked.
Justin, thank you so much. Come back to Vegas when you get a chance. We're restarting,
right.
Which is great news.
I'll be there ASAP as soon as I can get there.
Take care, my friend. Take care.
Right. Bye-bye. You too.
Bye.